Welcome to the episode. We are going to be talking about just completely fucking random shit. What you're about to hear is going to just be a very, very weird and natural conversation between Rago and myself. So he doesn't know I'm recording this, so we shall see how this goes. But thanks for tuning in. My name is Sig. Soon Rago will be joining me alongside, so let's get after this and see how well this goes. If you enjoyed, don't forget, follow along, like, follow, subscribe, do all that stuff. Let's get into today's episode. Not lies. I never lie. What are you talking about? He has a whistle.
I texted you 3 minutes ago.
Well. Joke's on you. I didn't get notified about it. I have my notification. I have my notifications turned off in case somebody texts me during the middle of a recording, and we don't hear my messages go off. Like yours is Stewie Griffin.
Are you fucking kidding me?
No, I'm dead serious. I think I can find it. Let me see if it plays.
You asshole.
If it fits. It fits. How do I find this shit again? Oh. Let's see.
Okay.
I don't know if that went through. Let's see.
Please do not speak unless you're spoken to. That was a warning.
Yeah, so that's your ringtone whenever you text me. Because that's about how hostile this entire conversation goes most of the time. Because that's just a prelude for me going, all right, no matter what he's saying, this is a warning. This is going to start some shit. Let's go.
Wow.
Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong.
Just wow. That's all I can say right now.
What your mom said last night, too.
I know what you're talking about. Talking all kinds of crazy.
You don't know or you don't want to?
I don't want to know.
That's pretty fair.
My mother is a saint.
No, she's not. She had you. There's no way she could be a saint.
No.
There's no chance in hell. Oh, man. So, just gonna get into it. Have you played the new update? Call of Duty yet?
From last week? Or was there one today?
I had an update for today.
There was an update
Faction
today.
Wars. Or the faction. There's a faction. I think it's called Faction Wars. Well, now you can the more you kill or get kills in, I think Warzone, maybe DMZ, you get points towards that side, and you get to unlock. It's on the map thing that you can unlock for rewards.
Oh, I played Resurgence today, but I didn't see anything about that.
Yeah. If you go into the battle pass and square one is where you start, of course, and then you have the left and right side. There's a task 141, I think, and then the evil people.
Oh, okay.
But you see those two, and those are faction missions, so you have to get kills. I believe it's in Warzone. I could be wrong. It could be the entire game as a whole, but it's a bitch. And you can flip sides multiple times.
Okay.
As I have done numerous times already. But yeah,
what do you get if you're on the winning side?
I think a skin for your operator, skin for your specific weapon, and probably some decals. Useless shit.
Oh, I saw the hip hop thing. That's all I saw.
The 50 years of hip hop.
Yeah.
Huh. I mean, I played it today. I'm testing out every day to make sure I can still play by Thursday. That's all I care about. That's not true.
But it is.
Yeah. Kind of, yeah. Much as I've been screwed over.
I don't know what you mean.
I do. So, but then I did just see Sunday night. I think it was Sunday or Saturday. Skull and Bones officially has a release date before
Next
March
year?
2024.
No, well, I mean, it's better
Just
than
before.
late 24. Because
Well,
wasn't it late 2024?
it was summer/fall of 2024. So yeah,
Okay.
now
That's
it's
better
just
than that.
yeah, we'll see if they fucking actually do it. I didn't realize that game's been in production for 10 years. It was supposed to be it started off as a sequel to Assassin's Creed Black Flag.
Okay.
And then it went from an Assassin's Creed game to a low-key pirate game to a Pirate Kings game, where it is now, where it's more realistic and more true, quote unquote true to the pirate genre, to how it was historically speaking. So maybe I'll get my money's worth in a year's time.
Maybe. Or maybe
Can't
not.
get
Or
my
gets
fucking
pushed out
refund.
again. Or gets pushed out again. We'll see.
I will definitely be filing a conjunction to get my money back then.
Oh, well.
You know, they'll
I
probably
mean, you
tell
may
me,
have a
well, you
case.
know, me and the quarter billion other people who fucking pre-ordered it.
Yeah.
Okay, it's probably not that high, but it feels like that high. How often I see posts about it. When this game coming out? When's it supposed to come out?
Well, I mean, that's going to happen for a lot of things, movie-wise, with the strike going on and everything else. Everything getting pushed back, so...
Yeah, I didn't realize that affected games too. I don't know if you saw that.
No, I did not.
No, found that out last week, where some news channel I was watching stated that, well, you know, SAG and the Writers Guild is still uh, picketing, so they're still on strike, and that means all current and future TV shows, movies, and video game development will all be on pause until further notice. I'm like, hold on. Excuse me?
Yeah.
Video games? What games are you fucking with? Are these important games? It's not important games, because Mortal Kombat's still coming out in September.
Yeah.
And that's really the only game I care about right now.
Well, I mean, that, and I
For
think we
now.
talked about it last week, or one of the episodes that may not be out. I don't know. I think we both finished Twisted Metal, finally.
Yes.
And then it's set
Which,
up.
great fucking ending. I loved it.
Yes, it just leaves me worried to see how they're gonna do it.
No, but here's
But
the thing. I would rather have that four storyline arc at the end than a singular one. And then we're going, oh, great. Like, had they just left with John Doe being told, you're going to compete in a tournament, and just left at that, then I would have been, oh, great. This is awesome. Now we're going to go down the true video game direction of Twisted Metal. But instead, we have the game starting, which feels very much like the Hunger Games, but Twisted Metal, of course, with blowing up cars and shit. And then you have Quiet, so his girlfriend, or murderous wannabe girlfriend, was
his
doing
counterpart.
was doing Robin Hood, basically stealing from the wealthy and giving it to the unfortunate, just to get stopped by John Doe's sister and her crazy fucking looking clan.
Well, she's Robin Milkman.
Yeah, who are working with.
So,
but all the
she's not
milkmans
actually
work
robbing
for like the wealthy
rich
people.
Yes, so she's not actually robbing the rich. She's just robbing the milkman. But yeah,
Which is robbing the rich indirectly.
Yeah, which is
It's just like
Which
Robin
you just hit
Hood.
the
They
milkman
stole from
instead.
the caravans. It's not the wealthy, it's the caravans, it's the milkman. You can phrase it however you want. It's still fucking Robin Hood. Female version.
No, you're not wrong. I was clarifying your statement.
You're trying to sound like you know shit and you don't know shit.
Go on with your synopsis.
I forgot what the third one was.
And I'll correct it as we go. Well, yeah, Sweet Tooth is another one.
Well, yeah, because you had
Who
Stu
got
and
mowed down?
his, which the fact that Stu's best
His
friend,
pet.
yeah, the pet, the fact that he survived and Stu didn't kill him off the multiple times he had the chance to, really fucking pissed me off. I was very happy that he just got obliterated at the end by Sweet Tooth, and Sweet Tooth dragged off Stu. So, which leads their whole thing with they're going after, I assume, the wealthy or the police, Warrenview police, whatever they're called. So, and we don't know if the officer killed himself or not. We just know there was a gunshot, and he supposedly took his own life.
Well, that fucking hatchet to the face. I was slapping. I was like, that fucking looks like it hurts. And every time they kept showing him, I was like, fuck. I know that shit has to hurt. Like, I know it's a fucking show. It's all makeup, but oh my gosh. I just imagine that shit like in my face.
I mean, you know the stunt man took something to the face.
Fuck, that had
And
to,
they're like,
that
look,
would
we
hurt
gotta
like
get
a
you right
motherfucker.
here. Every time we gotta make sure we line up the shot perfectly. Like it
fuck.
could be a few millimeters off, that's fine, but we have to line it right here. And you know that stuntman just took something straight to the face
Fuck.
a few times.
That would hurt.
There was
You got John Doe,
Oh.
Quiet, Sweet Tooth.
Oh, and Speed Racer. What's her name?
Mage, Matt, What? It's what, right?
I'm trying to think. Twister is what she goes by for her car.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to think of her actual name. But yeah, her and the doctor are another storyline. They sped off.
Yeah, Miranda Watts.
Yeah.
She goes by Watts in the F1 race car.
But I mean, it'll be really interesting to see how this all goes and how it plays out. The tournament alone is very probably the only thing that I'm a little sketched out on, because we kind of had that quote unquote battle royale type effect at the end, and it worked very well. But now that the way they're setting up the tournament is, it looks like a 1v1 when they kept shooting over to the tournament brackets, and we saw new players we haven't seen yet, and we've seen the officer. He was on there, even though he's supposed to be dead, so they may not know he's dead or he's not dead. I
don't think he's dead.
I don't think he is either. But the only thing that's still bugging me is the fact that we don't have Axel yet, and he is.
That's a two-wheel one, right?
Yeah. He's
they showed him.
Iconic.
Yeah, they showed a picture of him.
Yeah, but I mean, they don't
in the tournament, but they haven't unveiled who it is yet.
He would have been the perfect introductory character, not Roadkill / John Doe, but all the games I remember having Axel on the cover or Sweet Tooth on the cover, not Roadkill. So I'm glad they went that route. So, not upset, but a little annoyed is all.
It'll just depend on how they do it, who they have play him in it, because the dude's got to be huge, whoever it is.
Yep.
So I'm just going off how he looks in the video games and any of the other, concept arts that they have out there right now.
And this is, I was just reading an actual article yesterday about Twisted Metal, how it is setting up the video game genre at its best possible potential to date. Like, there's a lot of things that are ranking Twisted Metal being a better game adaptation than The Last of Us.
It could. I mean, the way that it looked, the way that everything felt on it, yeah. And like I said, I got Zombieland vibes from it. The way watching it and the jokes and the humor, everything about it, just it's how it made me feel about it.
Well, I mean, I also think if it is considered better than Last of Us, which I could honestly see it being, it's it's more the fact of like, other than the comic books, there's not a lot of legitimate lore inside the game unless you were super nerdy and you took the time to like read the background or the backstory on each character, which even then was a very
Yeah.
very quick synopsis. So they had a lot of freedom on this, whereas Last of Us, more of a elegant line they had to dance on.
Yep.
Well, you don't have to do all the side stories or the side quests, but we need to introduce some of them, and they did that very well. So I can see why Twisted Metal is deemed better, but still annoyed certain characters weren't in there. They will be in the next season whenever that's supposed to be. I think I was trying to see.
So they have a rumor who it might be, and
Who
I think
Axel
I'm
will
with
be?
it. Yeah,
Who they have?
Terry Crews.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think
I'd be
it would
completely
work.
okay with that.
Also the guy that plays, I think would also work. The guy that played Luke Cage could do it.
Which
The
version?
Netflix,
Oh, okay.
the Netflix Luke Cage.
A lot of Luke Cages out there. Yeah, I got you. He'd be a good one. I mean, you had to have a buff brick shit house of a guy.
Yeah, I mean Terry Crews obviously is.
I mean, it would.
Well,
I would prefer Terry Crews because I remember Axel having a lot of witty quips in the game,
yeah,
and I mean, you instantly get that with Terry right away. Not saying the guy that plays Luke Cage doesn't, but the few other shows or movies I've seen him in, he's always been a serious role. So
yeah.
never seen him.
But I mean,
Never
I
seen
don't think
him
you're gonna
be
get
funny.
any like big name actors to play in this show because they all, other than obviously whoever's playing, what's
Other,
Mackie.
other, other than Anthony Mackie and Stephanie Beatriz and
Well,
Will
she's
Arnett,
not. Is she? You think she's that big?
Stephanie is considered big. One, two, she's Disney, so you know she's fucking big.
I guess.
And then Will Arnett, and okay, I was gonna say Thomas Hayden, but I think that's just because he's been in so many movies I've watched, and they're not like big name movies all the time. Like I played The Officer. I mean, he's been in
I mean,
several
he
Spider
was in
Mans.
Wings.
Yeah, he's been in Spider Man. He's been in Hellboy. I'm looking at like big name movies that everyone should know.
I mean, like I
John
get Nev
Carter.
Campbell, but she hasn't been anything in a while.
Yeah, I mean Thomas has been in a lot. A lot. There was somebody else. I thought is that her name? Janelle Ramos. Ramos. I'm butchering her name. Yeah, she's been in. I mean, they're not like A tier, but there's definitely some big names in here. I would still consider Will Arnett a big name, even though he's, I guess, technically not.
I mean, he's bigger. Yeah, he's became a bigger deal over the years. So yeah.
Voiceovers. He's Batman. Have
He was in
you
Ninja Turtles.
have you watched Have you watched or even started Secret Invasion?
No, so I'm not caught up, so I'm not there.
Nice thing is you don't have to be caught up.
Oh, you don't have to be?
No, because
Okay.
well, yes, it helps you to know like timeline. The finale shows a list of scrolls, and you're like, oh, okay, great. And it kind of not ruins, but undoes a lot of the work that's already been laid. You start finding out key players who are
Okay.
supposedly scrolls. So, but regardless, it's a hard, at least for me. And I watch everything Marvel, no matter how shitty. This is the first one outside of She-Hulk. This is the first one that's made me like, it was a struggle bus to watch. Like from the day it came out, and I think we just finished it last week because it's so slow, methodical.
I didn't, I didn't mind She-Hulk. I didn't find anything wrong with She-Hulk
I just didn't like.
while watching it.
I didn't like She-Hulk again, but that's me being the comic nerd. That's like, oh, hold on, it wasn't bad, just not my. I didn't like She-Hulk as a whole. Like, found a
I
lot of
struggled with
flaws.
Miss Marvel. That's the one I struggled with. Like it's
Yeah.
enjoyable, but it's like annoying teenager. Like that's what it is.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really get the power, but it's kind of whatever. The
I mean,
whole thing concept
but
behind the powers is cool,
it all lines up
but
with Captain Marvel and the Marvels
yeah.
that's coming out. So I mean, like, it all connects, and that's what like Secret Invasion is. So I'm not gonna give away any of the plots, but it's just one of those shows because if you're not familiar with scrolls, they can take on the identity of anybody, but they don't know key things about the people that make them easily identify as, not Nick Fury.
Yeah.
But there are certain episodes or even moments throughout all the episodes, like we're watching it and I'm just like, I can't watch this. It's so boring. And it's drawn on. It's like the episodes don't need to be 45 minutes long. They don't. They would have worked a lot better as like 30 minutes or less. But it definitely feels like every episode something's added to it that doesn't need to be there. There's a lot of space filler, and it's very hard to watch and just be like, yeah, this is good. This is good. This
Is
is
this
good.
the first one Nick Fury's been in since Captain Marvel?
What do you mean by that?
The character hasn't been in anything, has he, since Captain Marvel?
Endgame.
That was before that. After Endgame, was he in Endgame? I don't
Okay,
remember him
so
being in Endgame.
here's a tricky thing: is if you go to Disney Plus and you
Huh?
look up Nick Fury, it will only show I think like 5 movies, even though Nick Fury is in all of them, or virtually all of them. So they're already saying up that Nick Fury was not Nick Fury past I think um, an Iron Man movie. But he was in Endgame, which is after Captain Marvel, same year after. Yeah, and then he was in Far From Home, Spider Man.
Where was he at
Yeah,
in Endgame?
he
Oh,
came
I
back.
guess the end credits, or not end
Probably.
credits, the funeral.
Probably. I mean, it just
That's
says
the
he's
only
on
time
it.
he was.
I don't want to have to go back and rewatch all of it. Okay, I just got
Trying to
caught
think,
up
like
6 months ago. I don't have to rewatch all of it to figure it out.
I
Okay,
think it's the part he was in the funeral part.
well, watch this. Let's just fucking wait for Google. Where does Nick Fury appear in game? No, not season 2. All right. So you see Fury come back to life. He attends the funeral. He also has a scene where he reunites with Captain Marvel's Danvers. So he technically has 3 scenes, but they're all just like quick blips type thing. But he's in it, and he's also in Far From Home, Spider-Man, and post credit scene.
Hmm. I don't know.
There's a lot. There's a lot to it.
And he was not in No Way Home. He was talked about.
Sir, his IMDb. I didn't say. I said Far From Home.
Oh,
Far From Home. Man, the fucker, I'm gonna.
are you
I
so
wouldn't
angry?
drive 4 hours to kick your ass. I would drive 4 hours.
It's not even 4 hours.
Punt you like a little chihuahua that you are. Little 5-foot fucker.
Okay, I guess I'm googling that because they're telling me fucking shit about what I don't need to know right now.
Yeah. I mean, it's not bad. You just have to go in knowing they're going to talk, specifically Fury is going to talk a lot. And you're going to have Talos talk a lot about shit we've already seen. And he's trying to basically play catch up to Nick Fury. So where Nick's aware of everything that's going on and what he's had to do. So,
Okay.
It's to the point where there are certain moments like, oh yeah, Fury should know this. Oh no, he doesn't. That was actually Talos. And then there's moments where it's actually Fury, not Talos. So it's just it gets
Okay,
very
so I feel-
convoluted. And when you watch it, you have to pay full attention. You can't just dig around on your phone and have it be a background like Miss Marvel or She-Hulk.
Well, typically I don't. If I'm watching one of those, I'm not on my phone.
It depends
If it's something that I want to watch, I won't. I'm not on my phone.
On my
I
phone,
still
I'm
have to
playing
watch
like
Black Panther. I
the
haven't seen
second
Black
one.
Panther yet. The second one.
The second, okay. Let's just clarify because
Yeah,
one of those have been out for a long time. The other one has not.
I'm up. I'm to Black Panther 2. I have not seen past Black Panther 2 yet. So once it gets
And you have Loki
going
season 2 coming out here soon.
yeah, it's probably gonna be out before I even get caught up. So
I mean, you just finished Moon Knight not too long ago.
Miss Marvel, I just finished. Miss Marvel's after. That was the last one I watched.
Other than now, I don't think we talked about Miss Marvel. Last time I remember you saying you were
There's
caught
no
up to
need to.
something was Moon Knight.
Yeah, because every time I look at it, I was like, oh, which order do I need to go in now? And I always go to it and they're like, oh, you need to watch this and then this, and this doesn't make sense because like
And
there's
that
no
is
shows.
exactly why I love watching them on Disney because it goes in order. They literally have the chronological order and how they're telling the story, so you can watch it properly.
Yeah. So let's
That's
watch.
just-
Oh no, last one I watched was Thor: Love and Thunder. I did watch that one.
Yeah, to
But now I need to
Google.
watch Black Panther.
So you haven't watched the Guardian of the Galaxy movie that just came out?
No.
Okay. We just watched that last night. It's really good. And here's the problem too, like the amount of people who are shitting on like Black Panther 2, Thor Love and Thunder, where the fuck is this other one at? Ant-Man, Guardian of the Galaxy. Like the amount of people who are like shitting on these for the stupidest reason. And again, coming from a comic book nerd, after watching Kevin Feige say we're not following the books anymore, and they like for Secret Invasion they said do not read the comic books. It will be nothing
No,
like
I mean,
the Secret Invasion
no.
comic books. But
And that's just like
the fact they
reading a
had to
book
announce
to a
it,
movie. Yeah.
he's like, don't watch it or don't listen or read it because it will not align with our story, which is good.
Yeah,
because
that's
I
when
knew
people
a
get
lot.
all mad though. Lord of the Rings, Harry Potter, Jurassic
Bro,
Park. I mean,
if
there's so
Lord
many
of the
different things.
Rings were to be made into the properly needed movie, it would be like 3-4 fucking days long per book.
Oh yeah, I don't get it. I mean I get it. I don't understand why people don't understand that. So I take it back. I need to watch Werewolf by Night before Black
That's a good
Panther.
one too.
I
That
haven't
was
watched
like
that one yet.
that is
I forgot about that one.
I would say that's like a hidden, not gem, but it's a hidden one because it ties in but doesn't tie in just yet. It doesn't tie into the last episode, or last
Yeah, so
bit.
I think out of all the shows that Disney has done, the one that I do not like is Moon Knight, and I wanted to really like that character. I didn't like the
I like
story
Moon
of it,
Knight.
but I'm getting like Captain America vibes, like when it first came out. I hate the Captain America movies.
I would
Can't
not
stand
say
them.
it has the Captain America vibe at all.
It was just boring. The storyline, the backstory. Okay, I get it, but it was just the way they did it. It was just boring. The whole show was boring until like the last 2 episodes, I think.
I guess me knowing about Moon Knight and knowing it's all trauma, I went from the perspective of I thought it wasn't like an amazing movie, or amazing show. Don't get me wrong, it was a good show in the fact that they're playing very very heavily on the trauma perspective of it. It kind of like split personality disorder and all that. It tied in really well where it's like, oh, this is really good at adaptation of this, and they did it very well to how so many people who actually have like this disease would experience it. And it's like, okay, cool. Versus like Deadpool, who has massive split personality disorder. Movie doesn't do too well with like acknowledging his thoughts. Whereas like the comic books, you have the yellow speech bubble, which is him, and then you have like cloud bubbles for his inner monologue. Each one of those are slightly different colors where you can see if they're talking to each other. And it's all his voices in his head just talking back and forth. And there's Deadpool interacting with his voices. Very hard to do on a movie. Instead, they give him the fourth wall break, or the 16 wall break, 64 wall break, whatever.
But Ryan Reynolds does a good job of his voice inflection.
Yes.
You can tell where he's talking to himself and inner self and stuff like that as well too.
Yeah. But Moon Knight, again, for me, I liked it. That was really good. And it lined up perfectly.
I didn't hate it.
Going on. And mentioning the
It
gods,
was my
because
least
Black
favorite.
Panther, his power comes from an Egyptian god, which they talk about in Moon Knight. So, I mean, I'm looking through like the whole actual series on how you should watch this. Let's see, you said you just got done with Thor: Love and Thunder.
Yeah, then Werewolf by Night, then Black Panther, then the holiday special of Guardians of the Galaxy.
Okay, so you got Moon Knight. Then after Moon Knight, you should have watched Black Panther 2, She-Hulk, Miss Marvel. You're technically skipping Thor: Love and Thunder. So you haven't seen Multiverse of Madness.
Yes, I have.
Okay, so that takes place after Thor: Love and Thunder.
So that's the thing, is that these came out after each other. Like Multiverse came out way before Thor: Love and Thunder. That's the chronological order you're looking at.
They came out the same year.
Multiverse came out first.
Okay.
But I'm saying like
they're taking place at the same time. That's the thing, though. Like it's just it's two different.
The chronological order, yes, but
this is like Disney,
the way
how
they
you
came
should
out.
watch it.
Yeah, that's how. Yeah, that's cool. But like the way they came out, that's not how I watched them.
You watch them like this.
Like Multiverse came out first, so obviously I watched that one before Thor: Love and Thunder.
So many of these came out in 2022. Jesus Christ.
That's the thing, is that, and then Black Panther 2 came out way after She-Hulk.
Jesus, they had 8 MCU shit come out last year.
Oh yeah, remember they flooded it. That's why I said they're gonna back it up, because it was almost every month they had one, and then Disney Plus had it too.
Werewolf by Night came out in October because that was like their Halloween thing.
Yep.
and that's also one I did not realize was Marvel until I like about 20 minutes into it. I was like, oh,
Well, I
hold
didn't.
on.
I didn't realize you're supposed to watch the What If also. We just happened to watch that one day, and then
Ah,
obviously watching that one, and then the Multiverse of Madness. It all made sense
yep.
because we watched What If.
Well, you were supposed to watch What If first. Like that's the first like big. No, sorry, Loki. You watch Loki and then you watch What If because Loki ties into What If, and then What If ties into Multiverse.
Yes.
Yes. Let's see. I'm reading the synopsis on some of these. Werewolf by Night got like a 90, 89 or 90 on Rotten Tomatoes, which again, don't fucking take that with a grain of salt.
Fuck Rotten Tomatoes.
Yeah.
They just gave
Hold
Meg
on.
2 a 0.
I have not heard great things about Meg 2.
You're not going to because it's a certain people are gonna
And
like
I
the
like-
movie, other people are gonna fucking
I
hate
like
it.
Meg. Like I thought the first movie wasn't great, but it was a shark movie. I was like, oh, this is a good movie. This isn't bad.
There's nothing wrong with that movie.
Some of the acting was quite bad.
You're talking to somebody who loves B-rated horror movies, so there's nothing wrong with that movie.
Everything was wrong with that movie.
No,
Uh,
no.
Is that really considered a horror movie?
Loosely, but yeah, I mean it's just about as horror as Jaws.
I wouldn't consider Jaws a horror movie either.
The timeline, everything, it was considered a horror movie.
I was gonna try to
But
Google it. But
I'm gonna bet that it's considered a thriller. Would be my guess. Let me see what they have it categorized as. They have it as action, adventure, horror. I want to see what they
according
have
to
of Jaws
Wikipedia,
as.
which says it's a sci-fi horror adventure. Meg, this one.
Yeah. So then I go off IMDb most time, but like IMDb has Jaws as a thriller, mystery, adventure. So
It all seems accurate. I would the word okay. We've discussed it before in previous episodes. Thriller and horror get mixed around quite a bit, especially when they start using the this is a thriller suspense or a suspenseful thriller, whatever type movie, where this is horror suspense. Well, basically all the same shit except thriller and horror. For me, horror is like fucking little creepy children. Horror, not thriller. Makes me want to shut the movie off and not see my kids the rest of the night.
but like you take Scream, that's a horror mystery thriller.
So it's everything.
Yes.
I mean, that makes sense because thriller, I think like serial killer type, like The Hunt. I don't know how to explain it. Like they're hunting people.
No, yeah, yeah. No, I get it. Like you're, yeah. It's gonna happen that way. Like, there's just so many different ways to look at them and categorize them. It's just like trying to categorize rock music anymore, or just music in general. Like,
dude, music is
there's so many
gnarly.
fucking genres now that it's ridiculous.
Before we got no, we're selling through it, so it's fine. I'll talk about Super Mario a bit. Have you seen the trailer for Saw? Saw 10, I think is what it's called.
Good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not a big fan of the franchise after I think 3, maybe 4. Anyways, Saw 10 actually looks really good. Where the whole premise of it is Jigsaw is back again, of course. Never dies. But the old man's back, and he is. You're finding a little bit more about him. You find out he had cancer, and he got his cancer treated by, quote, the best medical doctors out there. And so he goes into, it starts off, you see him going to this doctor. The doctor tells him he has cancer. He goes and gets treated for it. He comes back to his doctor, like his actual doctor, and the doctor says, "Oh, they didn't do anything. The tumor's still there. You still have cancer. Well, how many days or months do I have to live?" I think they say 10 or 11. But he ends up gathering everybody involved in this whole thing. everybody that's worked on him or helped him decide to go to these specific doctors, including what looks like a teenager who's like, I was cured by this doctor, but he does some really heinous stuff where there's the only part you can see like of him carrying out one of his vindications is you see a guy strapped to a chair with a metal crown of thorns, so to speak, digging into his head. And he's like, there is a scalpel and something else next to you, and there's a little dish with liquid in it. I need you to cut a piece of your cerebellum, your brain, and you need to put in this dish, and it needs to be enough for me. And it's like, oh, that's really fucking gritty and dark. Okay, perfect. And of course, he takes the scalpel. You see him dig it into his head, and all of a sudden, cuts away. I was like, oh, I'm gonna have to watch this. My wife was like, you don't like horror movies. This doesn't freak me out. Like, Saw doesn't do anything to me. It just, I was like, oh, yeah.
Weird. Dude.
Yeah, let's do that. But fucking Ring? My TV messes up? I shut that bitch off.
I don't get into like Ring and stuff like that. I don't like a whole lot of those ones. I don't like Paranormal that much. But I will before this
Paranormal
one comes.
one
Before I watch this one,
was great. The rest of them were shit.
yes, I will watch all 9 before I watch the 10th one because I haven't seen like.
I don't want to watch all
fucking,
nine.
probably past 5.
I think we said 4 and 5
'cause
or
I
where
know-
we both stopped.
I think because in one of them he also was getting worked on
Mhm.
by one of the doctors or something. There was a whole thing, but I don't remember all of it. But yeah, I'll probably end up watching all of them before I watch the last one or whatever, last one or 10th one or what the fuck ever. The Fast and Furious of horror movies.
But anyway,
So
I think I talked about this. I don't know if I talked to. I know I talked to my wife about it. Like we discussed this. I don't do horror movies. Typically,
Yes,
don't.
we
They
know.
mess with me mentally. However, after talking with my wife numerous times about this, especially after Saw 10 trailer came out, it's more fantasy, I guess would be the best way. You know, shit that could never fucking happen. Saw, it could happen. Like, it could very well be happening right now. No one fucking ever knows. Especially with most of it placed in, like, New York, New Jersey, or Chicago. Sure, yeah, fucking mobs. You got it. Vegas,
Oh, yeah.
mobs. Like, and that works better for me to go, oh, yeah. Get him. Make him cut himself open. Oh, and then, like, that was the other torture. One is he has a couple suspended above the bed of spikes, really big fucking spikes. And basically, it's an abusive couple where the man is super abusive to the woman, and the woman refuses to leave, even though she's told everyone knows, nobody can do anything. Jigsaw basically comes in and says, since you refuse to leave him, I'm going to help you with it. You can save yourself, or you can save yourself by escaping right now, which they fall to their death, or you can hope he falls. Either which way, you need to convince the other one to sacrifice himself to save you. And he plays very much on that mental aspect of, you fucked me over, or you're in this very bad fucking relationship. You failed to do this. Let me help you make this ultimate decision. A little extreme. Like, could have just killed him and helped her out, but nope. Moral dilemma.
Yep.
I'll watch all 9 of them. God damn it.
Yep. I knew you would. But like I said, I don't like Paranormal. I am going to watch Talk to Me, which is the new film by the Rocka twin brothers, Danny and something. The fuck is his name? I think we talked about it on the other podcast too. But that one's it's either gonna be this week or next week. I go see it. But it will be. I've heard nothing but good things about it, and it's a paranormal style movie, I guess.
Danny and Michael,
But I have not heard one
directors.
thing. Yeah, I didn't, Michael. I have not heard one bad thing about it yet.
Is this one? I've heard this, but I have not.
So it's like the way that I always think of it now is every time is the Simpsons, the monkey hand, where they make a wish and the finger goes down,
Oh yeah,
like the treehouse of terrors.
yeah.
So it's a group of friends discover a conjure spirits using it's an embalmed hand.
Gotcha.
So it's all they get possessed and stuff like that. So I'm trying to avoid any like trailers of it or anything really. I'm trying to just go into it blind.
Oh, I'm watching the trailer right now. They gotta shake hands with it, basically.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. This looks like that could be. This looks like it could be good. And just came out.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean,
it's in
I don't know
theaters
if I
now
would watch
too.
this
So
though. This is another one of those like, it looks really good. I don't think I'll watch it because there's like paranormal shit can quickly get to me, but it looks like it'd be really good. Maybe
yeah,
go see it during
I
the
don't think
daytime
I'll.
when it's sunny and bright outside.
Yep, that one I will see. I will see it soon. So hopefully by next podcast I'll be able to talk about it.
Yes.
Other than that, I haven't seen any other new movies. I think you're the only ones that's seen anything, well, new.
Quote unquote new, yeah. I
Or
mean, I watch
catching up, which I have to do with Marvel movies.
Yeah. No, I mean, we did watch. I've watched Super Mario Brothers once, all the way through. My kids, on the other hand, since it debuted on August 2nd, we have watched it every day, at least twice a day. And
I can see that.
it's not a bad movie. I really enjoyed it. I liked it a lot. And I I caught myself when I was watching it with my wife. I was like, "Oh, look, it's the duck hunting game," and she's like, "Where?" I go, "Right there. It's the fucking cafe, and it literally says duck hunting or duck something, and it has the logo." And she's like, "Okay." And like it opens up, and they're playing the original Donkey Kong game where Mario debuts. And I'm pointing all these like little things out. She's just like, At this point, I'm pretty sure she's like, "You need to shut the fuck up." Like the news anchor is Pauline, who's in a lot of the games recently, and it's one of my child's favorite characters to play in Mario Golf and Mario Tennis. But I picked out on everybody. Diddy is in the Kong Island scene. DK's, okay, and so is Dixie. So you do see Diddy and Dixie Kong.
Okay.
Which I think we talked about on the last few episodes ago.
Yeah, I didn't remember if he was in it or not.
Yeah, he's in it, and he's blatantly in it too, where they tell him sit down or be quiet, Diddy.
Oh, it's okay. I haven't seen it since it came out in theater.
And just kind of like piggyback on my absolute hatred. The only thing I will say that I did not like about the movie, Donkey Kong.
That's because of Seth Rogen.
Dude, his laugh is so fucking annoying. And like it, anytime he laughed in the movie, I was like, "Oh, this is so painful." Stop.
I can't deny that. Like, yes, it is annoying when he gets going. Yes, it's very annoying. But like his little chuckles don't bother me. When he gets going, yeah, it's annoying. But it's it's Seth Rogen is.
I know, but it's like that was the only thing, like the only bad takeaway. And then I could definitively come in here and say I was fucking right when I said Bowser would destroy Donkey Kong, because Donkey Kong could not beat Bowser, even with Peach on his side. Nobody beat Bowser. It took the Mario Brothers having the star power, being invincible. Therefore, in the video game character tournament bracket, I was right. DK would not win. He's a punk ass bitch.
It was a Mario Brothers movie, not a Donkey Kong movie.
And he still lost. He still
Mario
lost.
Brothers movie, not a Donkey Kong movie. And I know when I watched this fucking movie in theaters, if that happened, all I could think is like, yes, once this asshole watches this movie, I'm gonna fucking hear it. And
I almost sent you a text too, but it was like
I wasn't gonna
12:30
hear
at night.
anything. Oh fuck! I was like, I knew I had at least a good 2 or 3 months before you say anything because I knew you would watch it until it came out or something.
I almost thought we should do another like bracket and have DK on one side, Bowser on the other side. And I'll fill in anything else just so where we can get to that final matchup and be like, I'm sorry, who would win? Oh, according to
Fuck off.
Nintendo themselves, DK would lose.
No,
Yes, to shut you
No.
up and shut you down really quick.
no fucking way. Bullshit.
But it was a really good movie. Like, other than fucking laughter was the only thing I had an issue with. Everything else was good. You got to see a brief preview, basically, of Smash Brothers, how they could do that. You got to see Mario Kart. You got to see that, and then of course Mario Maker. So I mean, it was a nice
The
cohesive
callbacks
collection
and the
of it.
soundtrack of everything were really cool too. Like the original Mario Brothers cartoon theme song was in it. I got all excited, and my kids look at me like, "What are you all excited about?" I'm like, "That's the original
Yeah,
TV show. Like that's shit that, like that's what we watched."
yeah.
And I
I
got all
pointed out. I
excited.
got
Like, "Oh,
told to
that's the
shut
fucking
up.
original." I got all excited. I was like, "Yeah." I was just hoping they were gonna show it. I was like, "Oh no, wait, they're probably dead." The two
I'm
that
not,
played Mario and Luigi.
I was honestly kind of hoping they would like because of them jumping dimension or whatever. I really wanted there to be just like a moment where they somehow played the live version of Super Mario Brothers, just for like a snippet in the background on the TV, whatever, watching a show, just something to like do a throwback call to the live action. But with how much beef the guy that played Luigi has with his entire movie, and with Chris Pratt and Charlie Day and all that, I understood why they couldn't do it because he's such a
John
Debbie
Leguizamo?
Downer. Yeah, so salty that he didn't get fucking invited to play Luigi, and he's all butthurt.
He got, he's gotten a little more, as you can say, mouthy and political since he's gotten older.
Yeah,
Guy's a great actor. I've loved his movies for a long time. The Pest is probably one of my favorite movies for a long time. I loved him in Spawn as the clown, but whatever else he's been in too. But yeah, he's kind of gotten almost full of himself a little bit with what's going on. But
and that's,
I don't know.
like, the
It was good.
side.
The movie was good. I will say that there's definitely room for another one, many more.
I like they had enough done that they can kind of test the waters with it and see how everything would work out. But it was ranked really high. It was very well received, not by the critics so much as the audience. I think that was one that I saw the critics gave it like a 50, a 45 or 55, something like that, really low number. And the audience gave it a damn near perfect score, like high 90s.
Yeah.
So fuck the critics. But and then Zelda is getting a release on Netflix. It'll be a TV show. I just saw something last week saying they are officially working on Zelda. So
Is it animated?
I believe so.
Okay.
It'll be animated, not anime. For those that care. But it's supposed to tie in with Super Mario as well. But it looks like they're releasing a few Nintendo-based game movies, and it's all supposed to collectively work towards like Smash Brothers or Mario Kart or the Super Nintendo / Nintendo universe, which would be awesome.
Yeah.
I was just thinking about what move they need to do before they go all out, but I was seeing a lot of people saying they need to do like a Kirby movie. I was like, nope, don't need to watch
we
a
talked
big
about
blue, a
it.
big pink blob sucking people.
Uh,
But you do, it's okay.
no, 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 no. It wouldn't be good. But I do think that the Netflix, I don't know if they're gonna go all in again and just go completely bankrupt or whatnot, but they have that Ninja Turtles show coming as well that looks CGI. Well, I don't want to say animated.
The Mutant Mayhem one.
No, they're all in the red mask.
Oh yeah,
So it looks more like the original start of everything. So I don't know if they're gonna do um try and do their own thing as far not their own thing, but enough to get it to where it's the lead up to Ronin. Because I think somebody's gonna try and do it. They just have to do it correctly. And whoever made the fan made one in YouTube is
yeah.
fucking please keep making whatever you're doing.
Well, the other thing is like, I guess if I was a studio or I had money and I wanted a movie to be done properly, I would go and look at those fan made ones. Yeah, I know which Netflix one you're talking about. Yeah, because a lot of the fan made ones or fan fiction made ones are so much better, and they get such a better hype of them. Like, why would you not reach out to that group of maybe 5 people who put in hundreds of hours to animate this and design this? Why would you not just say, "Hey, we'll pay you X tens of hundreds of $1,000s to do it,
Yeah.
or help with it? Like, you know how to do it clearly." Instead, they're just gonna give to Netflix, who has a very, very wishy-washy strategy. I mean, look at Witcher. Witcher season 3 has been deemed the worst season, and the fact that the producer and director, sorry, came out and is blaming, quote, the whiny Americans for their simplistic storyline. That had it not been for the whiny Americans, they want to do something more less simple. Sorry, they want to do something less simple. No, ignore the fact that the people who are watching Witcher are fan base, people who played the Witcher games, who read the Witcher books, kind of like Henry Cavill. Everyone's like, well, you're not fucking sticking to the lore anymore. Like, season 1 stuck to it to a degree. After season 1, it doesn't follow the lore. And even Henry was very vocal about it. And the way they ended season 3 pissed off everybody because it has to introduce the Hemsworth brother, not Chris.
Oh, Liam.
Yeah, and he's not well received.
Yeah.
So, I mean, he's also not a great actor either. So, do that information you want. He's not great.
Yeah, we'll see.
I did just watch Guardian of the Galaxy 3 last night too, which I can't talk to you about because you haven't fucking played catch up.
Give me a week or so, and hopefully I can get caught up with them. Give me a few months or so.
Okay, look, you have until October.
Okay, fair enough.
Yes, you have all of October because October we'll go back to our we'll do more horror-based Halloween-y stuff, so, like we intended to do last year, but won't leave you in charge of the 31 days of horror or 20 days, whatever shit you were trying to do.
I was trying. Let me try it again. I have a list still.
Hey, you know what you can do? You can record all this and save it as a draft in the TikTok. So where they're just there. And then October comes around, you can go click upload. Oh, you don't have time to upload them? Oh, I can go through and go click upload.
Don't cloud any of this with your fucking logic. and easygoing methods.
God
Right
forbid
now.
you do the military training, preparing.
Whatever.
Hurry up and color. Hurry up and wait.
That's what I'm used to.
All
Hurry
right.
up and do this right now.
Well, hurry up and do it right now so I can use it in October.
No, I need this yesterday. Okay, I'll get it done now.
Yesterday? Oh,
Yep.
I'll get to you by Friday. Next week. Maybe. Depends on what Al Qaeda decides they're doing. But we'll see. I got ideas for the holiday season.
That'd be good.
One of us has to.
And we're taking, I think we're going to have a week or so
Yeah. So
off in August or
Yes.
a couple weeks.
at least a week where we haven't really figured.
These
I know
children's back to school.
Yeah. Because both of our kids are back to school. Actually, when this episode comes out, our kids will have started school. Yeah, so I believe we said the week of the 20th, so here in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Will be a dead week where nothing will come out and possibly just finish off the month of August. But for sure 1 week. We'll see. That doesn't mean Thursday nights still won't happen because I'm sure when school kicks up, we're going to need, I know I will need a massive break and video games will be required.
Yeah, and then they're for sure in bed at a certain time also.
Yeah. 'Cause you got school tomorrow,
my-
you little fuckers.
So my stock in melatonin goes up.
Well, in that case, go to Shock CBD. Use promo code SIG and save yourself some, 10%. They have melatonin. Just make sure you get the isolated and not full spectrum. Man, that shit works amazing.
The kid's been asleep for 2 days, Sig. What the hell?
Did you give him half? No. Gave him a whole. Oh. Huh?
That's what they're used to.
Sorry? Don't know what to tell you. I haven't given my kids any of that. Can't say it hasn't crossed my mind though when they're fucking waking up at 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. It's
Yeah,
like,
well.
"Huh? You need some help sleeping? Huh? Come here.
No, we should still have our Thursdays though.
Yeah.
And then
I
we'll
think-
have recording nights than our game nights. Oh sure.
For sure the Tuesday and Thursday that week, which is the 22nd and 24th, should be right after this episode date, basically. No episodes will come out. Just for those listening, going, well, there's no new fucking episodes. Yes, I know. Someone who records it, somebody who edits it, someone who produces it. I'm aware.
There we go. Keep on. Here we go. Oh, you're done? Okay.
No, I'm not done. Never fucking done.
Just checking.
Never fucking done.
All right, time to go home.
You are home, dum dum.
Be sure to check us out on Thursday nights where Lance and I play. Sig
Hey,
made his way
hey.
into it
Hey,
again.
hey.
Huh.
I've been getting on.
You got on 1 week.
I've been
day.
getting on every fucking week. I'm on Discord.
You played for the first time in 3 weeks last week.
fucking Blizzard. Damn it.
Yep, you're the only one that couldn't play. Everybody else was playing.
Lance couldn't play. He had to rebuild and restructure his generator.
Well, that's Mother Nature was a bitch at that point.
He still got on before I did.
That's true. But yes, check us out Thursday nights where we play right now, typically Warzone. Every Thursday night,
Yeah.
we may or may not be able to stream on Two Guys One Gamepad on Twitch.
We can. We're unbanned. There's only a 48-hour ban.
Oh, is it 48?
Yeah.
You were talking about like 30 and 60 day and everything else.
I didn't see the fucking email until after we got off that night because you had already opened
I
it.
saw. Oh,
I didn't
thought
get
you already
notified
looked at
because
it.
you were quicker at it than me.
oh, Let's have a look. I have no idea. Yeah, I know that. Oh, look, I can search for us again. We're back.
Baby, like Roman Reigns, come watch us.
Yeah, can you deal with that?
So next time,
All right,
I won't be recording. I won't be streaming the intros. I'll just the matches.
Fuck, apparently not. Yeah. Who knows?
But fuck, I think I
Here's
figured a way
what
around
fucking
that. By the way.
song. Okay.
I think I figured a way around it. But yeah,
We'll
come
just
check
sing
us
it.
out. Yeah. Just...
Whoa!
Start singing other songs. It's fine. Halfway there. It's not the Miz's entrance. Whoa.
Shut up and go with it. You want to keep watching? You don't say anything.
We are live, Twitch and Kick for myself, Twitch for Rago, on Thursday nights. Maybe Warzone. I want to do a raid.
We tried.
I know. I didn't realize we needed 3 people to fucking finish it.
Well, the fact you almost drowned me about 10 times because you wouldn't give me the air tank.
Listen, you can pull the damn air tank away from me.
I didn't know that. I
And
thought I
it's not
had
my
to
fault.
be.
I said, follow me, and then your dumbass scurried away down the wrong corridor. You're like, where are you at? Say, where are you at? What do you mean? I had to swim back to find you. I'm over here, puff, pass.
You drowned twice.
Because you didn't give me my fucking
No. You wanted to go down to wherever the fuck you wanted to go down to. I said, if I die, I'll come back. Okay. Well, you came back. Nowhere near where I was at.
I only drowned once. And I almost killed myself with a rocket launcher.
Yes.
So we were stuck.
It's very true. Very, very true.
Yeah. Check us out. And again, August 22nd and 24th, there will not be a new episode. We will resume at the earliest August 30th. August 29th and September 1st. We shall see. We'll keep everyone up to date. The best way to know if we're going to post will be over on Twitter /X, whatever the fuck it's called now. Threads, YouTube, Facebook, TikTok. TikTok's probably honestly the best because I can make quick little videos. Be done with it. So, without further ado, I think that's all we got for you people. Yeah. That's all I got, Ronald. Do you have anything?
All right, nothing else. Like I said, check us out Thursdays. Till then, fuck your duck and bye, bitch.